Good morning. How you doing, people? Lovely to see you today. I hope you can hear me. I hope things are going well with you today. And I trust that we'll have some people in the room very soon. I'm just going to play around with some of these settings while people aren't in the room, and hopefully we will see somebody soon. I see somebody's watching me. That's good to see. Glad to see somebody's here. I'm just hoping that we'll get some droners in here and we can have a bit of a chat about what's going on in their lives and in their droning experience. For those of you who don't know or didn't see, I just went out and did a nice fly yesterday at a place called Tumala Beach. It was really nice morning, even though the sunrise wasn't that spectacular, but as we all know, that golden hour in the morning and in the afternoon are the best times to fly, with those long, the light coming in from way down low, and this was reflecting off rocks and houses and things. So it was a little beauty of a morning, and the video turned out really well. So if I do say so myself. So that was, yeah, great opportunity. And I was actually flying with a couple of other people who I've only just met. And big shout outs to those guys, to Stephen and Amanda and Helen, I think it was. Oh, my memory, sorry if I got that wrong. Yeah, I just met them. I joined a Facebook group that was just about ask questions about my local town, and I said, does anyone know of any other drone flyers in the city? And straight away I got a response back, hey, this guy does. So I contacted him and he said, hey, we're going off for a fly this afternoon, tomorrow morning, do you want to join us? So it was fantastic. Really appreciate that, you guys. And yeah, nice to meet you. It's good to fly with somebody else for a change. And we drove out to this beach, which is about 45 minutes north of Townsville, and yeah, got some lovely footage and made some good contacts. It's always good to meet local drones. There aren't that many in my city. There's only probably two, myself and one other in my town of getting close to 200,000, my city, should I say, getting close to 200,000 people. And the two main ones are myself and this other fellow. I'll give him a shout out. His channel name is The Churchy, I think it is. I'm going to go and double check that. Just bear with me while I just have a quick look. Might be The Churchy something. Where is it? Guy's name is Church. That's why it's. Where is it? It's got to be here somewhere. No, can't seem to see it. Some weird reason. That's just probably just me. That's terrible. I should be able to see that. Oh, no, I'm going to find it. I'm just going to go back to my subscriptions and see it that way. Oh, we got people in the room. Owen, hi. Matthew, welcome aboard. Nice to meet you guys. If either of you have got a webcam and you'd like to join me in the chat, I'd be more than happy to invite you in. You just have to have Google Hangouts up on your page, and then we will. I will send you an invite on Google Hangouts. So if you want to go over to hangouts.google.com, but if you do want to, just put yes in the chat, and then I'll have to see if I can find you and get you in from there. I was just prattling on a bit about yesterday about my Tamala video. Hey, Owen, yeah, how long am I on for? At least an hour, possibly a bit more. We'll see, just see how I go and see who's in here. But yeah, at least an hour, mate. Oh, yeah, it's all right, Matthew, no problem. I appreciate you making comments on my videos, both of you. It certainly does make a difference when you get comments on your videos. Allows people to. Good on you, Matthew. Owen. Sorry, getting confused now. Yeah, it certainly makes a difference when you get feedback on your videos, and yeah, it's always good to try and improve each time you go. You might see that on my videos, on my drone footage, I nearly always put B-roll content on there, meaning that I film from the ground as well. Hey, good morning, Moz. You're up bright and early. Moz, if you would like to, if you have a webcam and you would like to come and join me on the chat, you're most welcome to. Just have to put yes into the comment, into the chat, and then I can send you an invite, hopefully. What was I saying? I lost track of what I was going to say. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, Owen, I'll see if I can find you in Google Hangouts. Let's just go and find Owen Williams. And Moz says yes as well. Well, that's nice. Okay, let's see if I can invite you guys over here. So we'll go invite. I'm going to put Moz 42. Okay. And I've sent you an invite, Moz. Hopefully you get that. And let's see if I can find you, Owen. Oh, great, Matthew. That's excellent. I'm glad you uploaded your first drone video. I'll be going over to check that out shortly. Now, Owen Williams. Young man, let's see where we can find you. Okay, scrolling through. There's a lot of Owen Williamses. A little bit tricky, guys, sorry. A little bit tricky, mate. What I'm going to do, what you'll need to do, Owen, is go to, I think you'll need to go to my channel, go to my About page, and send me a message with your email address. Then I'll be able to throw that email address into the system. I just can't find you through the normal process. So, yeah, head over to the About page and then go send message, and I'll be checking my messages now and get your email address, and then I can add you in and we can have a real face-to-face, which would be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to jump over to my messages. And if you guys aren't sure, of course, you know, you just got to go into Creator Studio and then click on Community, and then you can see the messages and comments that you've got. And did you get the invite, Moz? Hopefully you did. So I hope you guys are going to get a chance to get a fly over the weekend. Matthew obviously did. He's put a video up, and I'll be going to see that shortly. Now, I hope you guys are all subbing to each other as well. That's awesome if we can grow each other's channels. So Matthew, Moz, and Owen are in the room at the moment. So if you guys all make sure you're sub to each other, that would be fantastic. And I'm just checking my messages. Owen. Okay, got it. Thanks, mate. All right. Put you in, copy that. Go back over to Google Hangout and add you in. Paste. And I've sent you an invite, Owen, so hopefully you'll get that shortly if you're on the Google Hangout page, and then you can just press, you'll be able to accept that and join me live. Lovely to see you guys. It's kind of lonely here all by myself. No, it's all good. It seems a little odd to be just chatting by myself on a hangout, but that's all good, all cool, not a problem. So, Matthew, how you doing? What are you up to today? Hey, Ghost, lovely to see you here. Thanks for joining me, mate. Appreciate that, buddy. I just got a few people in the room, and Elite's just joined us. Hey, lovely to see you, Elite. Thank you very much. Moz is having trouble getting on. That's sorry to hear that, Moz. Not a. It's always a bit of a pain. Don't know why. Hope you can figure that out from your end. I've definitely looking forward to seeing you blokes on here. Can I send it again? I certainly can, Owen, not a problem. Let's see, I'm going to go back to here and paste and send. Okay, yep, Owen, I've sent that request a second time. Hopefully you've got it this time. Whoops. Thank you very much, Elite. I appreciate that. You're talking about that one with the sugar jetty, the 6 kilometre jetty. Oh, it sounds like we might have somebody else in the room. Who have we got? Yeah. Hey, Owen. How are you? Welcome, Owen.
Yeah, see, get some light. I'm on my iPad, so because the webcam on the laptop isn't the best.
That's all right, mate. We can see you. It's good to have you on board.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, you're most welcome.
I've not got the best battery on my iPad, so I'll just get the
The jetty one, Elite. Yeah, that was pretty. It is pretty amazing that it's at Lucinda, and it's yeah, just happened to be there right on that perfect sunset day. Yeah, 6 kilometres. All I need is a jetty. Is a dinghy. Either that, or I tell you what I should have done is I should have one of those drop mechanisms on my drone so that I can just take the line right out and drop the bait in right there and then. That'd be to go, hey. Thanks, Matthew. Yeah, the jetty was pretty cool. I was only going to fly underneath it once, as you probably saw. I would like to have done it a couple of times, but yeah, I think once was enough. So what's going on, Owen? How's your day been?
Yeah, I went flying this morning, did a live stream this morning.
Excellent.
Second one.
Excellent.
It's a bit. I turned up at the where I was flying, and I had three black silver props, and no black ones.
Oh,
which was great. Excellent. So I had to go back and get some.
Oh well, it's Sorry, go on.
Got some, and then I went up. I had 5 people watching at one point, which was great for a small person like me.
Small YouTube channel, yeah. It's always hard to get views, but yeah, it's a good start. As you know, I'm only just started live streaming myself, so
yeah. I did one before, but I had 3 on the channel before I did the last one. And I got loads of views, but I put the first 2 to private because they were just test, and then the third one I had on private, and then I put it back up to back on, but it wasn't the best. Just.
Oh well, we've all got to start somewhere. I must admit, I've probably done half a dozen tests on private just so that I can make sure I understand how everything works before I actually did anything else.
Yeah, just got a comment on one of my videos. Darwin droning.
Darwin droner. Okay.
Yeah, he was on. I think he was on Keith's live stream. I think it was
yeah.
With you.
Yep, I'm with you. I'm not sure whether I'm subscribed to Darwin Droner. I'm just going to have a look.
WEN droning.
WEN, okay. Um, where is that coming up? Can't see it. No. Can't see that at the moment. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So does anybody else on the chat want to join us to find out so we can see you live, see who's talking, see who's chatting?
Got Matthew, Philip, George, Wrigley, who was on, just second person on after me, and also Ghost T Junior 2.
Yeah, I can see. You guys are most welcome to join Owen and I. So Owen, how long have you been flying?
This light is terrible. Look better?
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Bit bright.
So
It's a bit bright in some places and not in others.
No, it's all good, mate. Not a drama. So tell the other guys in the room what you fly, Owen.
So I've got a Phantom 3 4K. It's a it's not one of the more popular ones, but it's basically a Phantom 3 Pro, but just without the light bridge. So it's a Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But it's different to the standard, as it's got a 4K camera and also the vision positioning at the bottom.
Ah, right, I'm with you. Yeah. It sounds like a step up from my humble P3 standard, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, the footage I get from it is I could get it with a standard, as the way I edit, I'm only getting 1080p anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people tend to shun away from the 4K simply because their computers can't handle the processing power afterwards.
Well, I do all of my editing on my iPad just because it's simple and easy.
Oh, okay. Well, can that handle 4K?
No. So
Yeah,
it's not like I can use it. I would do it if I could, but I mean the editing on the software on the app is good, but getting onto there, I have to take it off of the drone onto my computer, then take it off of my computer onto Google Drive, and that takes forever.
Yeah, no, that would be too much of a hassle for me as well. So in some ways, I'm glad I haven't got 4K, even though the footage always does look that bit extra special.
Yeah, I've just got some ND filters.
Yeah, I haven't got. No, I haven't actually. Someone was asking me that yesterday.
I've only just got them. I got them for my birthday on the 4th, and I used it. Can't remember. I used it on the my most recent proper drone video. Other than the live stream today, I've got like the full range of them. I've not got the Pedal Pro ones, which are like $100 for 3. I've got I can't remember the name, but they're pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely going to look into that, and certainly over here, it's where it seems that we have really bright sunlight. I definitely need a polarizing filter on mine, I think.
Yeah, I mean, on the videos, you don't really notice it unless you're where I'm looking at it. Keep going over it while I'm editing it in like putting music to it and stuff. Looking over and over it, you can see the difference. But
yeah, definitely. I just want to say hi to Roger, who's joined us from Tennessee. Welcome, Roger. Yeah. Now, I hope you guys have subscribed to each other. And Roger, you're welcome to join us in the live chat if you want, and the same with any of you guys. If I don't have your email address to invite you in, the easiest way to do that is do what Owen did, and you just go to my About page and click on Send Message, send me your email address, and then I will send you an invite to Google Hangout so you can join us.
Roger Lamb got 1,198 subscribers. Just subscribe to him.
Wow. Good on you, Roger.
Mad.
He's doing well, isn't he? I'm struggling to get to 1,000, but you know, I'm sure I'll get there eventually, as we all will. How many have you got at the moment, Owen?
Let me check. 135.
Oh, there you go. Good start.
Bit less than.
No, it's all. Hey, I was at you know, around that mark for ages, and you know, I've been doing this for 7 or 8 years, and I'm only taking it seriously this year though. So I think I've got about 350 in the last 3 months since I started taking it seriously.
Yeah, I've only had it for. I've only been uploading for like a year. I started. First video I did was just like a panorama of the school field that's opposite me.
Yeah.
Just done it. It was like it kept on how smooth my throttle wasn't very good, but it was a video. So.
Yeah, exactly. We all got to start somewhere. I got asked on that interview that I did with Eagle VP what my first video was, and I didn't have a clue. And it, you know, well, I did go back and have a look at it, and it's kind of embarrassing where we all start from. But you know, each video is better than the last one, Owen.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a year ago.
Okay, well, 100 in a year. That's pretty
July.
Good. Are you putting your any of your videos on like Air Views or any of the other places where you can upload them?
Well, I mean, I've not. Obviously, they go up to Google Plus, but I've not. I don't really put it on anything else. I share them to Facebook and stuff, but I haven't really got any other social media.
Well, I would recommend that you, you know, if you put them on Air Views, or you just need, you know, it's pretty easy to
I've not heard of that.
Well, let me see if I can find it, and I will show you. Where are we here? Air Views.
See people in the comments.
.com. Okay. Yeah, AirViews is basically drone videos only, and for anyone else who hasn't uploaded to AirViews, I strongly recommend that you do that. You're definitely going to get more views on your videos. I'm going to go back here to
There's one called Drone the World. That's I uploaded to like 1 on there, which that's got amazing footage of people.
Yeah, well, I'll have to check that one out. What's it called again? Sorry.
Drone the World.
Drone the World. Yeah, I think I have heard of that, but I'll definitely be looking that one up.
Matthew just said, "Hey, should I be uploading my drone videos in 4K to YouTube? As I do in 4K, my PC can do 4K."
If you can do it.
Depends on what your Wi-Fi's like, I would say, or your storage, because it takes up loads.
Yeah. That's you probably see that now. Hopefully, that's AirViews.
Yeah.
That if I scroll down on that, where have I gone to here? So, yeah, basically it's AIRVUZ.com, and yeah, as you can see, there's heaps of videos there, and it's just a matter of like if I hit the upload button, You just put, all you do is you paste in your YouTube video
Yeah.
and a quick description, and you can upload to that one.
Do that then.
Back to this. Get out of that. Stop sharing. There you go. That's better. And he's back. Yeah, I also upload to Reddit on a regular basis. Not real successful with that one, but they reckon if you're pretty consistent with each of your videos and put it on there, that can actually help you get subscribers as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, have a look at that. Oops, just going to go back over to here. Matthew, sounds like Owen knows what he's talking about, hey?
Oh God, I don't. But I just know the problems, not the solution.
Yeah, we've all been in that position, I guess. It definitely doesn't make life easy, this drone business, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've been thinking. The DJI have like updated their app in editing on the actual app, and I was thinking of changing it from doing like taking a whole day to edit. I could just do it on there, because obviously not the live feed from it, because that's only 480p from the Phantom 3 4K.
Yeah.
But you can upload the 1080p videos wirelessly if you turn your Phantom on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that might be worth giving that a shot. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the you know, you're doing it on the computer, because you just, you know, it's for me it just works better, and I get to see the bigger picture. And but yeah, definitely worth giving a crack.
What do you use?
I use Magic's Movie Edit Pro. It's not really that well known, but I think it was cost me about $80 or $90 or something. And yeah, I've been using that for the last probably 4 years, and I wouldn't use anything else. I think it's really great.
Yeah. What computer, laptop do you have? I mean,
I've just got a desktop, and it's yeah, I don't use a laptop for any video stuff. And yeah, I operate Windows 10, and nothing special. It's just your average computer, but seems to do the trick.
I've got a desktop, but I just use the the screen from it and plug my laptop into it. So I've just got two. But I'll see if I can flip. Can I flip? Yeah.
Should be able to.
Oh, the.
Oh yeah, I see.
And then, but that's all I.
Well, you know, it doesn't. As long as it's working for you, Owen, that's the important thing.
I mean, I wish it worked better, because it takes forever.
Yeah, and you on you got good good download speed, good upload and download speed on your computer.
We've got terrible Wi-Fi here. Because where we live, we were the last place to be given like fiber.
Yeah,
we don't have fiber.
Still on copper, hey?
Yeah, and it's terrible.
Yeah, people are still on copper here. I mean, I should know about this, because I actually work for the telecommunications, the phone company, in a call center, taking complaints all day from people who say how terrible it is when they're still on copper. Yeah, I listen to a lot of that. But yeah, so are you going to get fibre or not? You don't know.
No, they're not doing anything about it. So
Okay. Oh
Oz
well.
just said, I found Power Director 15 really good and easy to use.
Yeah, a lot of people reckon that Power
Yeah.
Director is good.
When I was first looking at the editors, they all said, all of them recommended Power Director, but I've never really looked.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess everybody just finds something that they're happy with and kind of sticks with that. The only upgrades I'd be making would be, if I get big enough and start earning money from my droning, then I might upgrade to, a Final Cut or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I wanna do, but
yeah,
a lot of money. So.
I know. Matthew just asked if I'm on the NBN yet. Yes, Matthew, I am actually. But we were very lucky when we moved into this unit here. We've got fibre to the premise, and in Australia, Owen, a lot of people who are on the NBN only get fibre halfway to their house, and then it's connected to the old copper for the rest of the way. So I've got fibre right up to the door. So I'm very lucky.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to do something, forgot now.
Never mind. Yeah. So do you do photos as well as video, Owen, or just stick with the videos?
Well, when I first started, I did have photos in the video, but it's just not. When I put them into video, they're just not. They don't fit in really well. They're a bit.
Yeah, unless you actually maybe can add a zoom to them so it seems like they're moving. That can always be a bit effective.
Yeah.
But
that's what I.
Sorry, go on.
That's what I did. I had a where it moves a bit, but.
Yeah, the other thing I've done is in the past is I've taken do a panorama photo and then just so you can then scroll sideways across the panorama and it kind of looks like you're doing a panning shot when you're not really. But yeah. I mainly like to take photos so that I can upload them to my Instagram account. So when I'm flying, I try and do a bit of both.
Well, I just got a DJI Osmo Mobile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's. I haven't done anything with it. I was going to do it today, but then I was in a Class D area.
Yeah.
So I couldn't fly as much. Because it stops you. So I did the live stream on one battery, and then I went to put in another battery, and it didn't take off, and I was going to be using the Osmo to film me before the but I got the footage, just couldn't do it because of I couldn't fly.
Where you were, yeah. Yeah, the Osmo and well, in fact, getting a handheld gimbal, I think is an awesome idea. To save up some pennies and get one of those. At the moment, I'm either just using my camera on a tripod, or alternatively, sometimes I'll just hold the drone for land-based shots. That way, I've got gimbal. That's virtually the same as having an Osmo, except it's not quite as comfortable in your hand.
That's what I do when I'm live streaming. Just hold it up like a vlog camera. And
yeah. So basically, it's just like you're doing a vlog virtually, but you're talking to your drone instead of your camera. So, no, it's cool.
4 people watching.
Excellent. Yeah. So, I was just before we came on stream, I was doing some editing of an interview. I'm just helping you guys probably know, and you probably saw that interview that I did with Richard Palsamo. So he's done one with me. So now I'm helping him to do that. And got a few people asking me if I'll do an interview, and obviously I'll be more than happy to do that with any of the guys on the chat, and vice versa. If you want to do one with me, that's great. That helps both of us out. I got a request from Dutch drone guy, I think his name is, and yeah, I'm hoping to do one with him, but apparently his English isn't that good, so that'll be interesting to see how that one goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you fly with other people, Owen? Like you got other friends with drones?
None my age. Well, there's one boy who my sister
Mm.
babysat like a while ago, but he's got a Phantom 4, but I
Yep.
haven't been out with him.
Yeah, it's hard to find people to fly with, but
He's one of the more popular ones.
yeah, yeah.
Older year.
Oh well, it's a good way to make friends. I think having meeting other people with drones in your area.
There's a few that I know of with YouTube channel that are that men that do it.
Yeah.
Darren Talbot. He's
He's
got
in your
one, and then
area.
he's got like 20 odd subscribers. He did one of he got permission to go fly around this power station.
Okay.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I was hoping I could do that too, but it's hard to find out because where it is, it used to be a power station. Now it's owned by these three blokes, but don't know.
Yeah, it's certainly trying to find somewhere that nobody else has flown is, you're going to get more
Yeah,
views on those sort of things, aren't you? I know you've seen I fly in a lot of different places around here, but then when I look at the few other people who've got drones in my area, they end up flying at exactly the same places as well. So
I'm lucky because there's not actually that many because there's only one that is really close to me that uploads to YouTube, and then there's also the more popular one, Hampshire Flyer,
yeah,
which is Hampshire. I live in Hampshire,
yep.
so he's good. His most recent ones are good because his other he had like before that he's had like 30 odd crop circle ones.
Oh wow, I'd love to get a foot crop circle. So you've got and any crop circles pop up near you?
Not really close to me, but in Hampshire.
Yeah.
I haven't done one of them, but because he's already done it, I'm like, it's not really worth me doing it.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I like, it depends. If someone's done one at, say they've done a crop circle flight at, when there's good light in the middle of the day or something, then maybe if you can get out there at sunrise or sunset, it'll be a totally different look with the different lighting.
Yeah. Turn this off. This is.
And I think the other thing, you can fly in a different way and it looks totally different. So like if he hasn't used orbit, then you can use orbit, or there's certainly ways you can make it different just by the way you fly your drone as well, I think, anyway.
I mean, like the difference between how a 13-year-old flies and how a 60-year-old man flies is totally different, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think when you're someone your age is probably more adventurous and will try things that other people don't.
My dad says I'm worried about people because I'm a kid. People think that I can't do it as well as other people, like people that don't do it. So like one of the funny ones was we were down. I did a flight at a night flight at Keyhaven, I think it was called, and while I was flying there, I got because there was a few people there. I got lots of mixed reactions, and like three people in one of them said oh, that's really cool. I really like it. And then he was running and he was running around, and I followed him, and he
Oh, that's
was
cool.
waving and stuff.
Yeah.
Then I got another bloke saying like it was like a passive aggressive, because he was like he said, "Oh yeah, that's really cool. I'm out here bird watching," and you get a lot of abuse from bird watchers.
Oh, okay, because you're upsetting the birds.
And he was like, "Oh, I was watching, and you got really close to these birds, and they just didn't do anything." And I wasn't close to them at all, and that's why they didn't do anything. But I was just like, "Oh yeah, it's fine." And then
Yeah.
I got this other woman come up to me and said, "Oh, is this for a school project?" And I said, "Oh no, I like to upload on YouTube." And she was like, "Oh, very interesting," and then just rode off her bike.
Yeah. Look, you're going to cop that as a young fella. I think you're just going to have to like let it wash off you.
Yeah, but hey ho, got a good footage, so I was fine.
Yeah, that's right. And obviously you're doing the right thing, and obeying all of the rules, so no one can really sort of give you a hard time, even though people try to. I've been very lucky. I don't know if any of you guys on the chat have experienced, any abuse from local people watching you who don't like the fact that you're flying near them. I haven't actually had anybody give me a hard time in all of the flights that I've done, so I'm really happy about that.
I think if you try to look as professional as you can, people are like, "Oh yes, he's professional. It's fine."
Yeah.
But
yeah. I always try and wear, I've got a couple of t-shirts that say drone pilot on them, and I always try and wear that when I'm flying. It just...
Well, I've got
there
it
you
on
go.
here.
Eat, sleep, drone. Love it.
Don't think it's quite as professional, more
Hey,
nerd, but
it looks good though. Actually, I think I should get myself one of those.
yeah.
I even thought, actually, you and Owen and the people in the chat and probably might come up with some good ideas. I've actually been planning to like make a list of unique and clever sayings that are drone related, and then getting them up on t-shirts. So, stuff like I really like to get high the natural way, or the drone way, or something, so just silly stuff like that. If anyone's got any clever sayings that are drone related in the chat, I'd love it. And if any of you guys have decided you do want to join me, or join Owen and I, please, as I said, if I haven't got your email and you want to, just go over to the About page, send me a message with your email address, and then go to Google Hangouts, and I will send you an invite.
Moz says, "Not had that problem. I usually ask them if it's okay. Then you have them on your side."
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're lucky, Moz. I was talking to Keith about this, the Eagle VP, and he said, he asks heaps of people for permission, and usually he gets knocked back. He reckons 9 times out of 10, they say, "No, I don't want you to fly here," or "Please go away," or whatever. So, yeah, Moz, you've obviously got the charm, Moz. That's what it is.
Yeah. Most of the time that I get harassed is not because I've not asked them, but it's because I was there and then they come up to me. So they've been walking around because I was in a public place.
Yeah. I know what you mean. So you were there, you were kind of there first, and they're walking their dog or something, and
yeah.
Actually,
whenever people come,
sorry, go on.
Whenever people are coming, I normally I move the drone away, so I can't hear it, so they can't hear it.
Yeah, good idea.
Especially the dog ones because the vision positioning, because it hurts their ears apparently.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Oh well, I don't have that on my P3, so I guess I haven't experienced that yet. Yeah, it makes it difficult. The people I was flying with yesterday at that Tamala beach, one of them was down on the beach, and there were dogs apparently, and she said she wanted to bring her drone into land, but the owner of this dog wouldn't put the dog on lead, and the dog was trying to get the drone, so she couldn't get it down because the dog wanted to bite it and chase it. I haven't experienced that either, but I'm sure that would definitely be a problem in some areas.
Yeah, I mean, I've not really done it in any public places, like, and where I said I did the Keyhaven one, it was like there was like one person walk by every 5 minutes. That's like the most I've gone up in.
Yeah.
But I usually like the one that I did in SRT, I went up the mountain first because I could have just done it in the square bit looking round.
Yeah.
I went up a mountain to do it, which I know it's not really the point of drones. You're supposed to go where you can't go. But I mean,
yeah, no, that's all right. At least it was sensible. You were getting away from people, and so just yeah, you can fly up a mountain and then get even higher still, and still be legal, I
guess. Your mic's gone a little. Can't hear you.
Sorry. How's it now?
It's a bit better.
Maybe I moved I don't know. I'll see what happens here.
Fine now.
Good. Yeah, we were saying about animals. What about birds? Have you had any problems with bird attacks, Owen?
Oh, loads. Seagulls are the worst. Like I was when I flying abroad, especially like in the coast when I'm going round like, not, I wouldn't say they're islands, but little rocks in the sea. Like because they nest in there.
Yeah.
They come up, and I did edit it into a video once, but I took it out because it wasn't really anything special. But it was like, and then went, but.
Okay. Yeah, it's I haven't got problems with seagulls, but we tend to have more problems with eagles and hawks over here than. So I haven't been too bad, but they reckon it's worse for Mavic flyers. Apparently, I don't know whether the vibration's different or just the color, the fact that it's dark compared to the light phantoms.
I mean, it's a lot smaller, isn't it? So.
Yeah. So it's more like food.
The birds can see.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. We had a sea eagle yesterday where I was. Big thing, and it was sitting in a tree quite some distance from where we were. You could see it. It's like mainly brown, but it's got a really brilliant white chest. And we're flying around, the three of us, two phantoms and a Mavic, and keeping an eye on this eagle. And when the two phantoms came down first and the Mavic was still in the air, this eagle leapt out of the tree and headed towards the Mavic. And yeah, we could see it was coming for it from a mile off, the three of us. And so the Mavic flyer was like getting it down as quick as possible.
I mean, as soon as it happened, I just shot it as fast as I could, straight down, done, packed away, going home.
Yeah, because you haven't got a chance then, really, because it thinks it thinks that's its area, obviously. So
not worth it.
Yeah, Moz says he has trouble with hawks. I know. Yeah, we have small. Moz is north of me, for those of you who don't know, and yeah, we've got brown hawks and kites, they're called, and they're very common in this area in Australia, and they hang around in mobs too. It's not just one of them. So yeah, putting some of those in, it's kind of like having a team of thugs coming to hassle you virtually. Not a good look.
The last thing I want to see is an explosion of feathers.
Yeah, I can see.
You get views. You get views on it.
You certainly would, as long as you got the footage, as long as it was only the bird that exploded and not the drone coming out of the sky at the same time.
You could make some great clickbait there, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I don't. I'm hoping I don't have any experiences with animals other than maybe animals that I can film. I've been really jealous of late. I've been watching some of the drone footage where people fly over dolphins and sharks and turtles and things, and thinking, oh man, was where I live there, I should be able to get some of that stuff, but I just haven't yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much where I live, but at, at least really, really tiny, so you can't really catch
Yeah,
it
you'd have
without it.
rabbits and hedgehogs and things like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but you can't even get the hedgehogs. They're out at night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not big animals like kangaroos or. You live by the ocean,
Nothing like that.
Owen?
Yep, right next to it.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
So
Yeah.
there's no, you don't have passing whales or anything like that.
No, nothing but
Oh well.
nothing.
What about boats? Do you fly? You've tried to film boats or ocean liners
Well,
or anything like that?
uh, I, I've I've done like I did one bit which was in the flight itself. Well, I can't remember what it's called. Let me check. Where I just went up to it, but it's the range on the Phantom 3. I only
Yeah,
I most is 700 meters I've got. And that was the scariest moment I've ever had with it, because I went up and I went out and I got to like 300 meters and I was like, oh, I'm going really far away. I've got really great range. I had still 3 bars Wi-Fi signal, all on the transmitter. I went 500 meters and I was like, oh my, this is the best range I've ever got. And then I went out. I went out straight out to a massive container ship,
yeah.
and just as I got there, black.
Oh no, you would have been crapping yourself.
Even the light on my transmitter, that at the I don't know, it's different on the standard, but the 3 bars, and you've got a red bar that turns green when you're connected.
Yeah.
That went red. Even that went red. Everything went.
So did it do a return to home by itself? I presume.
Well, I was there for what seemed like an hour, but it was only like 3 minutes waiting for it, and then I just heard like a zzz, and it was really far away, and because I was flying. I know I'm not supposed to, but I was flying out of line of sight, and there was stuff in my way. I everything. I couldn't see anything, and it literally just passed through a gap of trees, and it was fine.
Oh, you're lucky.
Luckily, I
Moz,
had it set up to high enough, but
yeah, Moz is going. I'm just saying. See you, Moz. Thanks for popping in, mate.
bye.
Yeah, it's those heart-stopping moments are certainly stick with you forever. I know the first, a couple of times. In fact, probably most times that I fly now, I end up having a return to home because I've learned to trust it, and I think that's the most important thing. Is once you trust it, you lose that fear and you're willing to go out to the end of your range.
I'm gonna see if I can stand up. Oh no, that doesn't work. See if I can stand up somewhere so I don't have to keep wobbling it.
Yeah.
That work. That work. That work. That works.
Matthew, how are you doing with your return to home? Have you lost signal at all? I guess we all have at some point.
I mean, when I'm flying, I don't normally I don't really use it. I don't press return to home often, because I just do it myself. I don't really trust it, but it does help me when I've completely lost it. But
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's usually my problem. It's not that I press the return to home. It's just that I fly further than I should, or I go behind a tree or something and lose signal. And I just fly like I haven't got an extender or anything on mine. I just use. I've got the little windsurfer thing, but I haven't got like an Arctec. I think that's what they're called. Um, so yeah, I mean, I only get about what, maybe 450 at the most. Most of the
yeah,
time, that's it.
I mean, like I said, the most I've ever got was 700. But most of the time, my max is 300, 400.
Yeah.
That's where.
Have you got
Um,
any modifications on your transmitter on?
well, it's hard because it's the four Phantom 3 4K. I'll show you the controller. Um, it's exactly the same as an advanced or a pro controller.
Yeah.
See, but
Yeah. Yeah, I can see.
so because those ones they normally have a because they're designed for the light bridge. There's not many modifications that you can get for the 4K. I was looking on eBay, and all of them just are for the standard,
Yeah.
and all the setup videos are for the standard remote because it's a lot thinner and it's only one
Aerial.
antenna.
Yeah, antenna. Yeah. So why did you end up getting? Why did you say you ended up getting the 4K specifically because you wanted the 4K footage?
Well, I mean, if I was gonna do it again, I would get the advanced because they're the same price. I would have got the advanced because the range on this is really not good for what I want to do, and I can't do 4K anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. As you said. Yeah.
But
So you reckon the advanced gives you a better range than that one?
oh yeah, no, because the advanced got light bridge
Yeah.
and stuff. Just
Yeah. Yeah, so we live and learn. So, well, if you stay droning long enough, maybe you'll end up getting an advance. You've got to save your pocket money, mate.
yeah. I think the next one I'll probably get a the next purchase for YouTube would probably be I'm gonna save for a MacBook to try and to get Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And
I'm
then after that, definitely. See if I could have it. If I was going to have my perfect setup, I would have a MacBook and then a P4P
yeah, yeah,
because that's perfect.
yes. Well, that's we've all got to hopefully dream. I
Yeah,
definitely would like to upgrade from my P3 standard and get something with a bit more range and a bit more power. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. I'm still wondering what's more important, whether I should put money towards
editing
improving the
or
drone, or the other thing that my wife and I are talking about is whether I should get the license, because that's like £3.5 grand Australian. That's probably about £2,000, I think it is over there.
yeah. I mean, I think it's hard because if you get the license, then you can get the money to get the better stuff. But if you get the license before, then you don't have the really good stuff to do the stuff with the
Yeah,
license.
yeah, yeah. It's a catch
There's
22, isn't it?
in a dilemma.
Yeah. I see Chuck Crunch says hit film is free. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people quite like hit film. Actually, it's very close to being professional. Have you tried that on?
No, I haven't really I've not really looked into a lot of it. I've got a few I've looked at, but they're just because of how slow the Wi-Fi is and because of how slow my laptop is anyway. It just wouldn't cope.
Oh, you'll have to hit your parents up for an upgrade.
Yeah.
Come on, Mum and Dad.
That'll be a little while yet, seeing as I just got the Phantom.
Yeah, little baby steps, mate. Small steps.
Yeah. But,
oh well, yeah. I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it will definitely happen. So you got it's what is it? Saturday night over there, Owen? I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're going out again? You're going out flying again tomorrow?
Yeah. I'm gonna do. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go. I mean, in the next video I'm gonna do I don't know where I'm gonna go, but in the next video I'm gonna do a poll. You know how you can do the card polls?
Yep.
I'm gonna do one of them of where I should go from a previous flight.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a good idea. Get people to give you some feedback.
So I've got. Let me look at where I was thinking about doing the poll for. Got 136 subscribers. Thank you to who subscribed.
Excellent.
Subscribe to Moz and Matthew. I have.
Great.
I was thinking of doing the where to do again. Of doing maybe Ashlet Creek, one of my videos, or maybe where I was trying to go way back, so I'm not doing some where is it? Well, Ashlet Creek is one. Also, I was thinking I did one where it was marshlands with drone, but I mean I don't know what I could get there because it was a bit boring.
Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? You know, you've got to you want to fly and you want to be creative, but you've got to start thinking outside the box. Once you've used up all the interesting places, you've either got to go further afield or like maybe with the marshlands, if you stuck to fairly low flying, that might it might be a bit more interesting than just going up high.
I mean, where I live, it's quite hard because I mean, there's the New Forest. I'm like right next to the New Forest, and that's a no-fly zone.
It's a pain in the neck.
It's like literally a massive area, and I think I've done it. Like I've been in it like just a little bit in some of my videos, but it's hard. That's why nearly all of them are of the sea, because people harass me saying, "Oh, I'm in the New Forest." I said, "I'm in the sea. The sea's not a forest."
Exactly. So, you can't really tell the difference.
One's blue, one's green.
It's not that hard, guys.
Although the sea where I live is a little bit green, so
yeah.
But
yeah, makes it difficult. And I guess you've also got the added problem, being as young as you are, that getting to places too. Do you have to rely on your parents to take you where you want to fly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're good because they've spent the money on it. They want me to use it, so they use. That's
very good actually. Yeah. They're going to encourage you. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be having to jump on the bus or something, or riding your push bike to try and get places.
I mean, and that's another thing. If I wanted to get somewhere on my bike, the only place I could go fly on my bike is in the New Forest again, so I can't do it.
Yeah, you're a bit stuck there, mate. But thank goodness your parents are really supportive. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and I hope you do end up sticking with it for a while. It would be really fantastic to see someone as young as yourself get, stick with it through to adulthood and maybe even turn professional.
It would be great to do it as a living.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But there's so many complex things that happen when you try and turn a hobby into a job, like relying on regular income and constantly having to hunt for new work if it doesn't come to you. So
I mean, as well as doing something and trying not to make it, as well doing something that was a hobby and turning it into a job, you have to make sure that you enjoy it, because otherwise you're gonna get the hobby to become a job.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. In fact, if you've seen any of my old stuff, I used to make pottery for a living. I turned my hobby of making, just using a potter's wheel and making pottery stuff, and I quit teaching to become a potter and made that a living for 10 years. And yeah, it got to the point where a lot of the creativity had gone out of it, and it became almost a chore. And then when I tell people now, they say, "Oh, are you still potting? You still got all your stuff?" It's kind of like, no, I can't go back there. Once you become professional, you can't go back to just being a little hobby thing.
I mean, I think it's less likely to happen with a drone, because where like you say, the creativity goes out of it. Where being a drone, you can do it all over the world.
Yeah.
Doing it as a job, you can get to do it. I was just watching, actually. Pixie's channel has just gone is now live. That's why we probably haven't got as many.
Yeah, I'll probably end up over there after this one anyway.
Yeah, but let me check how many. I haven't checked how many people we've got watching. I can't see at the moment.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, and if you could travel with your drone, that would be even better. Imagine being paid to go to some of these places.
That'd be like I've done a few videos abroad, like I was saying, SRT, Escala, I've done, and most recently Croatia. And I get great footage there because it's so different from where I normally film here. But
yeah, I took my drone to Vanuatu, a Pacific island nation, on holiday a couple of years ago. That was got some good footage over there. It was really different. So I know what you mean, and I'm hoping next year that my wife and I can go on a skiing holiday, still in Australia, but down to the snow, and take the drone, because obviously there's no snow in the tropics where I live.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't taken it on a plane yet. I haven't done that yet, because we go in a camper, a motorhome, so it's just like going in a car.
Yeah, it can be. I guess you've got to make sure you check it out. Check out some of the rules in whatever country you're going to. I remember, I don't know whose video it was, but I remember seeing a video this year of somebody who had their drone confiscated at the airport on landing in the country they were going to, and they said, "Oh, it'll be held. We'll hold it at the airport, and you can pick it up on your return." And they just gave them a ticket to prove it was them, sort of thing. And then when he went back, they took him down to this room and to pick his drone up, and there were literally hundreds of drones in this big room sitting there. So people who obviously hadn't done their checks. So but then sorry, go on.
No, it's fine.
And so when he said, "Oh, well, here's my ticket on my drone," and they said, apparently the guy put his hand out and expected some kind of a sleight of hand, $20 or $50 or something, before he passed his drone off. And I think the story he was relating was basically that a lot of those drones that are in there were abandoned because it was cheaper to buy a new drone than it was to pay off all of these people just to get your drone back out of the country.
Yeah, I would be so annoyed if I got it taken off me, especially in the country that I was landing in, because it's a foreign country. It would ruin my holiday.
Yeah, of course it would. And you can't, I mean, you'd think if you can get it on the plane, if you're allowed by your people, the people of your own country, to get it on the plane, you should be allowed to take it there. But, every country's rules are different, I guess. So your rules are pretty much the same over there as they are here, I think, aren't they, Owen? Like in terms of how 400 feet or high?
I'm not really, 400 feet. I'm not really sure about the Australian ones, but I know the FAA. I don't know whether it's the same.
But the FAA is the American one. What's yours called over there?
CAA.
Okay.
Civil Aviation Authority.
Yeah. They
where they?
Yeah, they're the ones who. You saw my dirty little drone secret video, Owen?
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, okay. Well, that was where I actually got fined by the Civil Aviation Authority a few years ago because I'd done the wrong thing and broken some of the rules, and somebody dobbed me in, so I got caught out and ended up being the first person in the whole of Australia to be fined for drone usage. Not something I'm real proud of, but I learned from my mistakes. So don't do what I did. Just stick to the rules, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's I can understand people that aren't drone flyers dobbing people in, but when it's people that do it as well, that's annoying.
Yeah, absolutely. Crunch is asking, Chuck is asking where I am. I'm in a city called Townsville, which is in North Queensland. Crunch, it's near the Great Barrier Reef. Is probably the easiest way for people to understand. It's kind of like on the east coast, but at the towards the top end of Australia, as opposed to Sydney, which is kind of down towards the bottom end. Very tropical, and it's definitely a place you don't want to be in summer. So if any of you are thinking of coming to Townsville, do it in winter. It's the humidity.
What is it?
It gets to about 38, 39 degrees Celsius and about 95% humidity for 2 or 3 months of the year. So you're sweating an awful lot and just no energy. Just the heat just saps you.
Yeah, I mean, in Croatia, that's the hottest I've ever been anywhere. It was like 34 to 38 the whole time.
Yeah, well, you'd know what that's like. I don't know what the humidity was in Croatia, but I'll tell you what, over here, it is definitely, it's the humidity that gets you almost more than the temperature. Like, I've experienced hotter temperatures when I lived out in Western Queensland in my state for a couple of years, where I met my wife. And it was I think the hottest day we ever had out there was the hottest day on record. I happened to be there that year. It was 50 degrees Celsius.
That's mad.
That was just on the one day. That's the hottest day. And I was inside my house, and we had like linoleum lino on the floor, and I couldn't walk on the lino in bare feet. It was uncomfortable. I had to put shoes on. That was just insane. But it wasn't humid, and feels worse in the humidity, like on the coast, for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, in Croatia, it wasn't very humid. It was like almost, it was the other side of the spectrum. It was nothing. Even the ground, it was like cement. The ground, because it was just
dry
grass.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, well, you'd be glad to get home when you go to places like that. It's nice to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there, hey?
Yeah. I mean, that's actually where I've got, I don't know, because I've only just been onto Keith's channel and then onto yours.
Yeah.
and same for you, you're mine. I was on about the end of August, like that. I went from 90 to 110 in like 2 days.
Wow.
And that was from a guy on a channel called Havar Live. His name's
Okay.
Owen. It's not to do with drones. He does a 24/7 live stream of Hvar, Croatia, which is a really popular tourist destination in Croatia. It's an island.
Yeah.
And he helped me out loads because he was the one that got me to do my first live stream, and he basically, in his description, he's got 4,695 subscribers now, 5,700 I think now, and he just put it in the chat while he had like 200 people watching, and I got loads of people coming over to my channel.
Wow, excellent.
And then from that I had so I had 112, 15, and then obviously Keith did me on his Monday review show.
Yeah.
And I went straight up to 130, which was good.
Well, I think that's, and you've just said one of the most important things about the whole of YouTube, which is for turning it into a community, getting to know other people, and then they promote you and you promote them, and much as the two of us are doing here on this chat, it's great to be. I know we're not getting too many people in our chat room, with the exception of a few lovely people like Matthew and Chuck. But more people might watch this afterwards and subscribe to your channel, and I will definitely be putting your channel into the description on this one for you, Owen.
Thank you.
That's all right, mate. No worries. Well, I might actually wrap this up, Owen. I think it's might go over and see what the guys over in Pixie's channel are doing. I don't know if any of the other people left in the chat room are going to go over there, but
6 people watching.
Yeah. Well, thanks for those people who are watching. Oh, there's Dutch Drone Adventures. Oh well, maybe I will stay a little bit longer, seeing he's just arrived. Yep, welcome.
This is the guy that you were saying wants to...
Yes, yep. Hoping maybe we can do a one-on-one interview with him. Elroy, I think it is.
Yeah, well,
apologies if I got that wrong.
I'm doing a live, the one-to-one with Keith on Tuesday.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, Keith, those one-to-ones are terrific. And he's like, and
I watched the whole one of yours with Keith.
Oh wow, good on you. That was like an hour and a half or something. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Really went long. I hope you get I'm sure he'll do a good job with you. As the only thing he says, like, obviously when you get a bit older, you've got a bit more history to talk about than when you're your age, Owen.
Yeah.
No, you got a lot of fun. That's good.
I mean, I've got. I obviously haven't had like all like the jobs that you have, but I've been to like places around the world. So I'm not. It's not like I'm a blank canvas that he's trying to just
pull something from. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. And you obviously, I can see that you're pretty mature for your age, and just from the way you speak and the experiences that you've already had at your young age. So yeah, no, that'll work out well.
Yeah, I think it'll be good, but just waiting. I messaged him saying if he wanted to know what saying if he wanted if he wanted to know anything.
Yeah, beforehand, yeah.
Dutch Drone Adventures asks, are there many droners where you live, Mark?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. There's doesn't appear to be that many, although I was surprised, as I was saying earlier, I did meet 2 new droners just this week from my specific area. and I know of two others that are regular flyers. There are, so in a city of about 200,000 people, just under probably. Yeah, there's only a few droners. Probably the most number of droners that I hear are ones that won't be posting on YouTube unless, and that's real estate agents. I don't know what it's like over there in the UK. Real estate agents, obviously.
I haven't found any so far.
Oh wow!
I mean, actually, no. There's one of the teachers at my school. Her brother does professional, but he's not real estate. He does like just random videos like at events such like marathons and.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. And what was I going to say? And yeah, also private events like weddings and 18th birthday parties and stuff like that. Apparently, people like to 21sts, that kind of thing.
They're the ones you see on the fails video, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Oops, I just ran into the bride. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, they're horrible. They are.
I know.
I don't like watching them because I'm like, what if that happened to me?
Yeah, exactly. But I think you'd be a bit more careful. And I think those people who do that mustn't be professionals. They must just be a mate of theirs who happens to, know how to, or thinks he knows how to fly a drone.
Yeah, I mean, it's the ones that it's the ones that are doing it without a license, but do all the stuff that you need a license for.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I hope you and I never have to experience that. I don't want to be running into anybody, any people, or a car, or a house, or I'll pass on all of that. I can't afford the insurance.
I have had a few. I think I've like crashed it 3 times in a year. But one time was just landing it, and it was a bit windy, and it just went like that. But and the other time was I put it on YouTube. Basically I just crashed straight into a tree.
Oops.
It was hilarious, and it was quite a big tree, and I climbed it, and literally I just tried and reached as far as I could to try and get it, and I just dropped it down, and it was fine.
Oh, you're lucky. So you didn't do any damage to the drone at all?
No, just broken props.
Wow, you're lucky. Yeah, I put one into a freshwater creek earlier this year, and so I think I might have reported that on my channel. Yeah, it did not go well, and that was, again, like probably yours. It's just mainly human error. It doesn't tend to fail that often. Although, having said that, you probably saw just recently mine fell out of the sky.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a problem where I was up in my garden. It was on my birthday as well, and I took it up, and then it just kept on doing circles.
Oh wow!
I wasn't doing it, and it just kept on. And we've got these cool tall conifer trees in our garden, and it just went straight into there, and then onto our garage, on its props, and then just scraped all the way down. And I was like, what is going on? And my cousin was there, and I was trying to shut the props off, and as it was coming down, he thought, oh, spinning blades of death, I'll catch it.
Oh no.
He caught it, and the blade ripped through his skin, and he went to the hospital after, and he fractured his finger from trying to catch it.
Oh no.
And whilst this was going on and everyone was like screaming, like 10 running out of the tap, I was like, oh my god, my phantom, what's going on? Why?
Yeah, the hell with the finger, it's the phantom, you've got to save the phantom.
I mean, I'm not bothered about that. What's going on here?
Yeah, poor bugger. Did he have to get stitches?
No, it was the cut was it wasn't the cut that was the bad. It was the fact that it was so powerful
That it
that it
fractured.
fractured it.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
But
Let's hope that's the worst experience that you ever have in regards to
like,
hurting anybody or yourself. Come
uh,
to that. I haven't cut
yeah,
myself yet.
I think I prefer it to be myself than a stranger
Yeah.
because loads of lawsuits and suing.
No, we'll
I
pass on that. We don't need any of that sort of rubbish in
yeah.
our lives.
I mean, I've got my mum got insurance for up to like 5 million.
Yep.
Got on I can't remember what it's called, but I was just gonna say I was wondering if anyone on the chat or you have had any problems with your remote.
How do you mean?
Like well I've been having problems with mine ever since probably like November last year, maybe a little. Where one time I went out and I forgot to charge my iPad, which so I couldn't fly. But I was flying my race quad anyway, so it didn't really matter. But I forgot to turn it off, so it left on overnight and it just went completely flat.
Oh,
Well, anyway, I took it back to because I still had the warranty on it. I I took it back and they took it off and they fixed it and I got it back and it still wasn't working. But anyway, 3 days later, I plugged it in and it turned on. It started charging, so I thought, oh, okay, it's fine now.
yeah.
And and then and then I went out flying, like made it an effort to turn it off, and then the next day I woke up and it wasn't working again. So
Yeah. Sounds like you've done some damage by letting it run down like that, and it's not
yeah,
repairable.
so I took it
Bye, Matthew.
instead of going
Sorry.
to the instead of going to the shop that and taking it back and they taking it off to DJI, I sent it straight back to DJI themselves. And they just replaced the whole remote itself.
Okay.
And it was all new. And then ever since that, I've turned it off properly, and every now and then it just doesn't work.
No, I can't say I've
So
experienced that myself.
I just leave it with the plug in it, so it's not always charging, but whenever it needs to be charged, it will automatically do it.
Okay. I wonder whether that actually is a necessarily a good thing to leave it plugged in all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I I don't have it on. I have it plugged in, but I don't have the actual plug turned on.
Oh, okay.
But whenever I look at it, I just plug it in and I just press the plug and see if it goes up, and if it goes up, I just
Yeah. 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 Well, I don't know what the best thing is. I know I generally like when I come back from a flight, I'll charge everything up and then just put it back in the case, and then
yeah.
um,
I mean, I wasn't doing that before because I was reading stuff about leaving it at 80% charge when you're not going flying for a while.
yeah, I read that.
Because I'm only doing it at the weekend because I'm at school. It's more than the time that they say. So I don't do that with the batteries. I don't charge them. I leave them because most of the time I don't use a full battery.
Yep.
I use like 60% of the battery.
Okay.
As in, I go down to 60%.
Oh, okay. So you only actually use 40% then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is
What do you? So how
yeah.
much time do you get like in the air for 40% of your battery? That can't be all that much.
Because like because my mum and dad want to get back. I always do stuff in a rush and do it. So I go up, film everything in like 4 minutes and bring it back down.
Okay. Yeah.
So when I'm flying, I don't. If you notice, all of my videos are like a minute long.
Yeah, I see that.
And when I'm flying, I don't fly and like mess around and like enjoy the and fly. I just video what I need to get and then. But
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's a bit of a pain when you've got people waiting for you, but you
I
still
mean,
do a pretty damn fine job considering that.
yeah. I mean, I think when I do, I did it. I started off with quadcopters. I did it. I started off with a SEMA X5.
Yeah,
Don't know whether they're
yeah, I know that
one of
one. Yeah.
those. I got that, and then I thought, and I know, £50 drone to a when it first came out, £1,000 drone is a bit of a step up. But I mean,
Just a bit.
but I could fly. I was flying the SEMA through the tiniest gaps, and it's fine. And then obviously the Phantom's much easier.
Yeah.
Um, so and now I'm just instead of flying the Phantom, normally the videos that you see, I'm doing. I do um just fly it and don't show the videos on YouTube. But then the ones that I do it for photography because I like photography as well.
Yeah.
That's why I that's why I'm that's why I have it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you honed your skills on that SEMA X5, enough so that you can afford, like you can rush things a little bit because you've got the skill level. You don't need to actually think and ponder and stop and all those sorts of things.
Nah,
It's good.
because I before I start flying, I think about what shots I'm gonna do because usually I've been to a place first before I've actually gone flying there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'm going there, filming around that, then stop filming straight away over to the other place.
Yeah, yeah. Well, sounds like you've really got your head screwed on there, Owen. That's great. I hope these people in the chat are learning from you, and that's definitely a good idea. I know I don't necessarily do like go to the place beforehand, but what I do is I go onto Google Maps and then go to Street View if I can, if it's accessible, and I'll
I mean,
certainly zoom down as far as I can on Google Maps, and then sort of have a rough idea of what I'm going to do before I even get to a place.
Usually when I don't go to a place exactly just to look and see if I could fly my drone there. I just like when I'm out, I see that would be a cool place to do the drone.
Yeah,
And I see then I go back
yeah.
and
No, that's smart thinking. Definitely, and there's not, as we've already discussed, there's not enough places to fly anyway. So if you do see somewhere new, you kind of like peg it in your head. I've got to get back there and get some aerial footage of it.
yeah. I mean, it's it's good. I like. It's hard to say. Like when I'm flying, I don't really. When I'm flying, like my parents, if they watch me, they just think I'm doing weird. I'm just flying around the drone, just filming and then uploading to YouTube. But I mean, if they did it, I think they would understand. But
Yeah, it's a bit hard, and you're not going to try and teach your mum or dad to fly.
I mean, they're not really they aren't really bothered with it. I'm the only one in the family that has any interest in RCs, which is weird because normally when young people are doing it, it's because their parents do it. But I think
Yeah, well, it's, well, my parents certainly didn't do it back in the day, even though there wasn't that much, obviously, but my parents were young. But definitely, it's if you've got a passion for it, maybe your passion will rub off on. You got brothers and sisters,
I've got three sisters and they're all older than me. So I mean,
and none of them are interested.
no, I mean
Ah,
two of them don't live with me anymore, and and one of them's barely here, so they don't really.
Yeah.
They now got a YouTube channel and that I like drones, and one of them got me this shirt, but they're not really.
Well, you never know. I mean, I know there aren't as many female drone pilots as there are us guys. But having said that, those people that I met yesterday, one of them was a lady that flew a Mavic, and she bought it purely for photography. She doesn't make any videos, but she was right into photography, and yeah, you never know. Your sisters might get into photography later in life and realise that the drone would be a valuable thing.
I think I think the Mavic women have got into it a lot more with the Mavic coming out, and now with the Spark, because they're like selfie drones, even though they're £1,000 for a selfie drone. They're people like, oh, I can use it for Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, they can. That's right. And this lady says she posts all her aerial photos on Instagram as well. So now, what did Dutch Drone Adventures say? Going out to explore for nice things to shoot, as you guys said. That's what I like to do. Enjoy the beautiful area where you make shots. Yes, going out exploring for nice, definitely. And if any of you that are left on the of the 6 watching haven't gone over to Dutch Drone Adventures, if you go over and subscribe to him, he's got some great footage of the windmills and canals in his area. It's very kind of cliched Netherlands footage or Netherlands images, as you say. You know, if you mention the Netherlands, people generally think of, if you've never been there before anyway, you only see it in books, you think of windmills. So definitely go help him out. He's got some good stuff.
Just subscribe to him.
Excellent. I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Him just saying about going exploring nice places where you should. The video where in Visa, not I did 2 of them, but the sunset one. I was taking pictures there as well with my I've got a DSLR.
Yeah.
I thought I'll just I'll send you them. I'll email them to you.
Okay.
There. 1 minute. Wi-Fi is taking forever. Here you go. I don't know whether I have them saved, but hopefully I can get them.
It's all right. Sure you'll find them.
Wait for that to and then I'll send them. But anyway, anyone else on the chat?
Steve, those of you who are left on the chat, Stephen is a gentleman that I was talking about flying with yesterday. So good morning, Stephen.
1 minute, I'll just go get my. So, this is what I got. It's a 1100. See. It's like. It's great. It's my sister's old one, like you were saying. Sister's getting into photography. My sister did do half a college thing on photography, but she wasn't really into it. But I got her camera, so.
Score.
Yeah. So,
Excellent.
SD card's gone.
Dutch Drone Adventures asks how can he be added to this channel. I can add you, and just a second, I will send you an invite. You need to go over to the Google Hangouts page, hangouts.google.com, and I will send you an invite.
Got another person coming in. Won't have to listen to me droning on even more.
Yes, very clever, very droll. Okay, so I'm going to go and find his email address, which I have somewhere. What have I done with it? Here it is. Okay. It's Elroy. All right, Elroy, I will send you an invite.
Get it off my drive. I think I can get it off my drive.
There you go, Elroy. Hopefully you've got that invite there. And you should be able to just click on that and join us. No, not yet. I'm sure it'll be here shortly. I've got a meeting later today. Some people in my town who've got who are fighting to get more water because we're on water restrictions. So they're fighting to get government funding for another pipeline to provide more water to our city. And they saw my video and they've asked me to come to a meeting with them with the possibility of actually filming some of the more drought affected areas in our city. So that's going to be great.
Yeah, but I saw your video. I saw you were saying on Keith's channel on his one-to-one.
Yeah. Hey.
What's up, guys?
Hey, nice to meet you, Owen.
Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah.
Yes, I certainly can.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear him, Elroy? Owen?
Yeah.
Yep. How are you today?
I'm very good.
Excellent, excellent. Good
I went for 5 minutes now at home.
Okay.
Because I was flying in the dark with my drone for the first time.
How did that feel?
Well, it was pretty excited. But
Do you
I was
like
flying
it?
not so very far. So I can see the drone.
Yeah. Do you like? When I've flown in the dark in the past, I don't do it anymore because I'm not allowed to in Australia. I found it easier than flying in the daylight because I could see the lights. Did you find it easier in the daylight, in the dark?
It's a little bit strange. Wait a minute.
I was watching Ken Heron's video. He was being sponsored by a company that were selling torches to put on your drone.
Oh yeah, those really bright headlight things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. See, that's another thing I think you can do if you've got a license is you can fly after dark. So there's a lot of good reasons to get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it here. I've not seen the rules about flying in the dark. I think you can. I haven't really done it. I mean.
Yeah. I know that I don't know what it's like over where you are, Owen, but I know in here now apparently every drone that's sold in Australia comes with the CASA, the rules actually in the box, so that nobody's got any excuses for not knowing what the rules are.
It's same here, but it doesn't say it's only the only line of sight no higher than 400 foot. Don't go any closer than 50 meters to people.
Oh, you've got 50 meters. We're allowed to get within 30 meters of people, so that's a bit of a different one.
Yeah.
And what about the distance from an airport? How far from an airport do you have to be?
5 kilometers or 5 miles. I can't remember.
Yeah, that sounds about the same. So, Elroy, you got some good footage of the filming at night?
I've watched it. I've put it in the computer now.
Oh, I see. You haven't even had a chance to have a look at it yet.
No.
Oh well, I hope we'll get to see that on your channel in the not too distant future. It'll be great.
Thank you very much. It would be nice if we could get together.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
But this, I'm sorry, the noise is getting. I don't know what the problem is, but I hear when I speak, I hear myself for 6 times over and over.
Matt, if you've
Anyway,
got your YouTube channel open, you might want to mute the sound on the YouTube.
you've probably got loads of tabs open as well, and they're all playing sounds.
Oh, okay,
So
that's a
you can
problem.
hear it on the live stream as well.
So maybe, hopefully that'll, if you mute your, close any tabs as Owen says, and mute if you've got YouTube open, that might improve things for you.
Yes, now it's better.
Yeah, there you go. It's all a learning curve, mate. It's all we're all learning as we go along, and none of us are experts at this live streaming thing.
Yes, that's true. This is my first time I'm talking with different people who love droning. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's good to be able to, it brings people together from around the world. So I didn't think I'd be sitting here talking to somebody from Holland and the UK at the same time, but yeah, there you go.
Yes.
So you've been.
What is the name? Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
What is the name from the other person I can see?
Owen. His name is Owen.
Owen. Okay, and he's coming from the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, very nice.
Yeah, so we've it's just been the two of us actually on the with the webcams live until you joined us. We've only ended up with about 4 to 6 people in the chat room at any one time on the site as well. So just a small little group, but hopefully that might provide you with a couple of extra subscribers. I know Owen subscribed to you now, so.
Ah, thank you.
It's okay. I know how hard it is to get subscribers. We're all trying hard to grow our channels. Definitely
Yes.
not easy.
No, but that is what I wanted to ask. We try to make good content, but I don't know how can we grow as a small YouTuber. It's pretty hard.
Well, definitely. I mean, I use all sorts of methods to grow my channel, and it seems to be working this year. I've done things like, well, I do things like every 1 to 2 days, I do a search on YouTube for the word drone or the word phantom, because I fly a phantom. And then when I've done that search, I then go up to filters and change it to filter by most recent upload. So you're going to see videos that have only popped up in the last few days that have got the word drone in them. And you go over and start a conversation, put a comment on there, and don't just say, I'll sub you if you sub me, but certainly, put some valuable comment on there, maybe comment on a specific thing in the video so they know that you didn't just go there and comment, but you actually watched their video. And, and tell them that you subscribe to them, and actually do subscribe to them, and then people will subscribe back to you. So that's one way.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Go on, Owen.
Another thing, like the uniqueness of your channel is good. Like my one isn't. That's the reason I have not got a lot of subscribers, because it's not my channel's not. There's loads of other people that do exactly the same thing as me, and that's why I started recently to do the live streams straight from the drone. And also, I'm now going to start doing bits before the footage of my drone, I'm going to have me in it. So like telling people where I am.
That's
Yes,
that's
that's
a
nice.
that's a really good idea, Owen, because you know, after all, people generally follow channels because of the personality,
Yeah.
rather than because of what they do. So yeah, even if you just put, you know, like that one, I'm sure both of you saw that one I did put up yesterday. I just put at the beginning, you know, hi, I'm here at Tamala Beach, and let me show you around. So the first thing they see is your face, and they get to see whether they, you know, like you. If they like you and then they like your footage, they're more likely to subscribe.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like on Keith's channel, he said on that live stream, like it's putting a face on the video, putting a face on the channel, making it so you know who you're subscribing to and who you're watching.
Yeah, we don't want, you know, like you can subscribe to. I mean, there are so many channels out there that are just uploading video footage, drone footage, but not a lot of them have got the people's faces and actually talking and daring to talk and be part of, you know, and doing things like these collabs that as well, Elroy, just being part of the community, you know, like and we're this is being recorded, so this is going to be on my channel, and yeah, you can be, you know, hopefully people will see you in the future, and if they like you talking, and they might want to go have a look at your channel. And because you're now live stream, I will be putting your channel link down in the description of this video as well. So
Oh, that's very nice. Maybe I have to do for the next time some new haircut, and I don't know, maybe new shirt or something.
yeah, it's certainly. I mean, the way you present yourself is definitely, you know, effective. Like you, simple things like lighting, for example. You know, like I've got a specific light in front of me so that I'm well lit in this footage, and yeah, and your background as well can be important. So if you've got,
I'm using
you know,
I'm
maybe.
using my Google Chrome to light me up on my desktop.
Well, that seems to be working enough for you, Owen. But yeah, I find this extra light definitely helps me. I'm actually sitting in front of a window, and as the sun's come up now, I've had to close the blinds because it was putting. I'll show you if I open the. As you can see, too much light. So.
Pitch black outside where I am. So.
So yes, yeah, get lighting and the background as well. You know, like maybe, I don't know, put up a Dutch flag, or you know,
Yes,
something,
that's
whatever.
funny.
Or just put your drone up on the shelf so people can see it.
Okay,
Yeah. But,
maybe I can show some cheese of Holland.
Sorry.
I have.
Oh, hey, wow, that's very nice.
Did you
They're
get?
from Ken.
I was going to say, I bet you got those from Ken. And in fact, Stephen, who I'm not sure if you're still here, Stephen. Stephen's got the same eyes. He got his from Ken as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice.
Have you got a skin or any stickers or anything on your drone, Elroy?
No, I've only got the sticker of DJI.
Okay.
No.
Your Phantom looks so nice and new and clean, Elroy. It's beautiful.
Yes, but there are some bugs now here.
Mine's got blood stains and stuff from bugs, and so.
Oh man. My wife can watch the drone tomorrow.
What was that? Sorry, can you repeat that?
My wife has to watch the drone tomorrow.
Oh, she's going to watch it.
But
Yeah.
I have one question
Yep.
to Owen and you, Mark. How did your hobby as a drone pilot begin? Did you see another drone videos or something?
Yeah, I was flying remote control planes a few years ago for a while, and then I was watching the helicopter. There were helicopter guys there as well, And so I kind of like started watching heaps of YouTube videos of them. And yeah, I think I did end up stumbling across quadcopters on YouTube. That was how I got going. What about yourself?
Okay, I watched. Oh, first Owen. I want to
I'm
hear
talking to
Owen.
Stephen. You can go.
Okay. Um, I looked up YouTube and I saw this video of Casey Neistat. Maybe you know this guy.
Yes, everybody knows Casey. Yeah, he's very famous.
He's doing some very crazy things with his drone in Africa, in Cape Town. And that was the first time, and I never see a drone before.
Okay.
So I bought a very small drone. I crashed it, I think, like 80 times. And when I'm flying with this drone, I think after 2 minutes I have to put him down because um, the battery was finished after 2 minutes.
Wow.
This is not very good.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's all a learning curve. You've obviously got better since then.
Yes, much better. Then after that, I bought the DJI Phantom 3 Standard, but I didn't read the manual very good. So I fly with it, and it was almost dark, and I crashed it immediately. So the gimbal was broken and all damaged. Much problem.
Oh
It was
no.
very stupid.
Yeah, we all do stupid things, but yeah, to do that so early after just getting it, that's a shame. So did you have to buy another one after that?
Yes, I bought a Cyma drone,
Yep.
the X8W. I don't know. Yes, you know, and it was a pretty good drone, but I missed the DJI drone. So I bought a Phantom 3 4K with a Wi-Fi signal, but that was not very good. I can fly for 200 meters and then I had to go back.
Yeah. Well, it's you've you seem to be doing all right with what you've got now. Seems okay to me.
Yes.
Are there other? Do you know other people in your area, Elroy, that have got drones?
No, no, I didn't know. I don't know.
Oh well, that means you're it just makes you unique in your area. I hope you don't get any
Yes.
hassles from. Do anyone ever come up to you and said they don't want you to fly, or give you grief?
Yes, last time I was in a forest. Maybe you see this movie. I saw a beautiful bridge in the forest, and I want to take some shots there over there.
Yeah.
And there was a small club with dogs,
Uh,
a walking club,
yeah.
and they didn't like I was flying with the drone because of the dogs.
Uh,
So so I said I'm sorry, and well, they continued, and there was no problem. But
oh
some
well.
people liked it very much. They are very excited about it, but some people they say they didn't like it because maybe it comes on their head or something like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are worried about privacy too. They just don't like to be filmed. So yeah. But anyway.
There's a lot of hysteria, isn't there? Like, about drones hitting stuff and hitting planes. Because like this never happened. They've never hit a plane with a drone. But people always say, "Oh yeah, but you're gonna hit a plane with it." But
Yeah, well, you see some close calls on YouTube, but I think there's also some well photoshopped or fake stuff that's on the internet as well.
there's
Yes.
that one really famous one, isn't it, where someone filming outside the window, and it's the plane with the lip at the end.
Yeah, and it takes the
It's
end off.
this massive like matrix 600 and it just smashes, and it's totally off because the hexacopter is much bigger than it actually is in and it's and then
yeah, but anyone who doesn't know anything about drones will just go, oh wow, oh, isn't that terrible? Yeah, all drone flights should be banned.
My dad was like, Owen, have you seen this one? This is mad. And I was like, oh no, it's really fake.
Fake news, as Donald Trump says.
Yeah.
It's fake news.
Yeah, no, I think there's so much sky. I was saying, I'm not sure whether I was saying here or somewhere else, but, if you go to any RC club to their flying field, you're going to see like half a dozen or more planes or helicopters or whatever in the air, and they virtually never hit. There's just so much air compared to the amount of the size of your particular RC. It's just unlikely to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Well, did you have any other questions, Elroy? Because we've been on for quite some time, and nearly 2 hours, I think.
Yes, I understand. No, it's I've talked with you very nice, and it was nice to meet you both.
I'm glad we could at least speak with you face to face. And pardon me, I'd be more than happy to. We talked about maybe doing a one-on-one interview, Elroy. Maybe we could do that sometime, and same with you, Owen. Rather than just, even though I've kind of had a lot of my questions answered today on this one, but we could make a short version. That'd be good.
Yes, yeah. Nice.
All right, guys. Well, you both have a good evening, or wherever you are. Yeah, it's the evening for you. I'm about to start my Sunday, and I'll see you on Pixie's channel or somewhere else along the way.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, thank you very much, Mark.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, Owen.